What's your dissertation about?
Funny you should ask about my dissertation. Well, uh, someone that is a multiple degree holder as myself, um, the dissertations are sometimes hard to get a hold of, but in essence, I could tell you my dissertation, it's still evolving.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, first of all, it's Dr. Marcus Henderson. Dr. Marcus Henderson, MBA, MPA, MED, EDD, MSBA, MBA, NBA, NFL, NHL, UFC, and CIA. I actually have a discipline in spy technology, and I'm working on my doctorate in espionage. So,
What do you do?
well, I'm currently working on another doctorate. I prefer the term academic professional.
No, like, what's your job?
Honestly, I don't think that's any of your business, honestly. But if you must, I have an interdisciplinary focus on counseling psychology. I'm also a licensed practitioner, licensed yoga practitioner. Um, been working a lot on my planks, and I can do a headstand for over 40 minutes. Yes.
How many degrees do you have?
You know, I don't really count them anymore. I stopped counting after my fourth master's. It goes really far back. I am the first person in my family to receive a degree. Yeah, I really think I that makes me better than everyone in my family, and that's the real crux of my desire to always be learning, to always be going forward, so I can be better than people. Once you start counting, it becomes simply about the numbers, right? For me, it's all about the credentials.
What's your dream?
Of growth, learning, teaching people, and being a good example for my people in this world, because that's important, right? The idea of doing community outreach without having a certification to go along with that community outreach, it just seems futile in my estimation. You understand what I'm saying? And so I really want people to understand the community work that it takes to actually run a scam on people. I mean, because you got to run that play. And so I think my leadership abilities and my ability to actually be a good student helps me to make myself a more, I don't know, a well-rounded person. Yeah, and in addition to all my degrees, I also hold a leadership position in several small degree mill colleges that allow people to go through and read their dreams for the right price. Right? When I get such a thrill when a new batch of students comes in and they don't have enough money to pay for the services. I want them to be financed within an inch of their lives so they really can appreciate the education that they're receiving from my institution, right?
What's your dissertation about?
Funny you should ask about my dissertation. Well, uh, someone that is a multiple degree holder as myself, um, the dissertations are sometimes hard to get a hold of, but in essence, I could tell you my dissertation, it's still evolving, right? Great research takes time. It's a lifetime work.
Do you ever plan to stop?
Stop learning? Never. That sounds ridiculous. You sound ignorant. How many degrees do you have? You sound ignorant. How many degrees do you have? That's what I would ask you. Anytime I get in an argument with somebody, I ask them how many degrees they have, and then I stop them in their tracks and say, "Hey, you're not on my level, buddy. Okay, like let's just be real. We know who's got the degrees around here.
What does your wife think?
My wife, funny thing about that, she says things like, we need groceries. We should save for retirement. Can we fix the roof? Priorities. She has very short term thinking, and I'm focused on building my legacy out here, right?
Has anyone ever been impressed by all of your degrees?
Absolutely. Everybody's impressed. I can't walk down the street with all the degrees that I have. Um, it's like being a celebrity in some way. And then you get a lot of haters. You got a lot of haters out here who are just like very much not wanting to understand my intellectual capacity. Like they don't value education the way that I do. Else they would have as many degrees as I have. I can't even have a conversation with somebody who doesn't have 3 degrees. It's like it's a waste of time. I walk around my house, don't say anything to my wife because like she only has 2 degrees. She's got an associate's and a bachelor's, and I'm like, you're not on my level. So of course that introduces strain into the relationship, but I don't give a fuck.
What are your goals over the next 5 years?
Over the next few years, I plan on getting 2 more doctorates, one in metaphysics. Metaphysical psychology is 1 degree, and maybe another master's if I'm feeling a little frisky. Of course, a lot of people try to play the game like, they've got more education than me or more money than me or they're not a career student, but who really cares? I'm only $1.5 million in debt right now for all of my degrees. My last degree I received took approximately 2 months. And I will be receiving an honorary doctorate pretty soon. There's a school out in Florida that enrolls pregnant runaway teens, and I'll be speaking at their commencement graduation. So it's kind of a big deal. A lot of people say, "Hey, doc." And I say, "Hey, what?" Because that's my name. Anybody deserves to be called a doctor. It's me. Look how many times I've been to school and how long I've been in school. But I say, listen, I just don't want people to come across me and think that I'm somehow better than you because of my doctorates and my master's degrees and my bachelor's degrees. Like it's purely a function of intellect. Like I have a responsibility to people to tell them everything that they need to know.